So Brundo threw this in a group text message the other day. The Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame, another Wrestling Hall of Fame, and I guess this is one of the bigger issues that Dave Meltzer does.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's something he created in 1996. The inaugural list had had 122 inductees on it. And since then, wrestlers from past and present and others employed in the professional wrestling industry, and journalists and historians selected by Dave cast secret ballots to determine annual groups of inductees. The voting criteria include the length of time spent in wrestling, historical significance, ability to attract viewers, and wrestling ability. Inductees must have at least 15 years of experience or be over 35 years old and have 10 years of experience. To gain membership in the hall, potential inductees must receive 60% support on the ballots from their geographic region: Mexico, Japan, Canada, whatever. Any person that gets less than 10% of the vote is eliminated from the ballot. If a person fails to get inducted 15 years after being put on the ballot, they must get 50% of the vote or be eliminated. There's over 200 inductees, including multiple teams, trios, and stables. So I sent it along in an email, and there's, people take this shit very serious, apparently. And I guess the people who are involved in, because it's not your like run of the mill Hall of Fame,
right?
Like there's a bunch of active wrestlers on there. There's people who aren't in there. I know I saw friend of the show Brian Solomon tweet out that because he's writing the Gorilla Monsoon book, Monsoon's getting put back on the ballot because he's not in the Hall of Fame.
That's insane to think of.
But I mean, look at the criteria. We're not just talking about championships won. It's wrestling ability, selling power, who you're buying tickets to see. So there's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame that you probably wouldn't expect to be in, and then there's a lot who aren't. And they're still putting active wrestlers on there, so it's interesting.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is in. Somehow Randy Orton isn't. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Just this year, people who won't be on next year's ballot: Asuka, Kevin Owens, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Sid Vicious, Bray Wyatt, Sami Zayn, Kento Miyahara, and Psycho Clown.
Really had a lot of hope for that Psycho Clown. That's too bad.
Yeah, but none of them should be even considered, right? I mean, I don't know who Kento Miyahara is, but these people are all active. Well, I mean, except for Sid. Maybe Sid. But everybody else?
But I mean, that's the criteria. If they've been in the business for 15 years or over 35 years of age.
So what do you think of that? Like active wrestlers going into a Hall of Fame? I mean, I think that's the obvious argument, like that it's kind of silly, no?
Yeah, I think so. Like it's weird to see some of the guys that have gone in over the years and they're still like in their prime. Like
maybe that's why they make the criteria so extensive instead of like a 5-year thing. It's like it's 15 years of active wrestling. That ain't no fucking. That ain't no like day trip.
Like
they're also not. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I feel like it could be like 15 years and somebody over 50 maybe or something like that. Like somebody, wrestled for 15 years and then unfortunately passed away or something like that. You throw them on the ballot. But if you're an active wrestler, you can't go on until you're 50 years old. That way, somebody like Kenny Omega or Asuka, who's obviously in the prime of her career, doesn't get on this and gets knocked out right away.
Yeah, it's we also have to the WWE Hall of Fame and the TNA Hall of Fame, they're both people get put in based on their accomplishments, right? Which is kind of they're there because they were booked to have Hall of Fame careers. right? And this criteria is a little different because it's length of time spent in wrestling, historical significance, ability to attract viewers, and wrestling ability.
Yeah.
So you're taking your championships are not like you can. I guess all these people vote differently, but you're not. There's people who can go in who haven't been champions. Like it's not based on the number of championships they've won. It's based on real statistics that you can kind of look up, right? You can look and see like who was main eventing Arena Mexico. And look, a lot of the people that he's using for this, they're like wrestling message board guys who are like into that stuff.
Yeah.
You're like rubbing your eyes over there, HK.
So I kind of like where Brennan says that. I wouldn't mind him just going, 25 years, right? Be in the business 25 years. That makes you eligible. But Brunafly, you said that Randy Orton is not in.
No, he's not. He's still on the ballot.
And doesn't that like, in a lot of ways, just kind of, it can't be, it doesn't sit right with me. And I can't be the only one. If you're going to say this is the Hall of Fame and you put Roman in and Randy's not, right? Double T, you're shaking your head and laughing, right?
No,
like
look at the fucking comments.
Oh boy, what do we?
Just don't. Sorry,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Hey Buck, I don't know where your nomination is, brother. It's a travesty.
I don't know if he's ever been on the list.
They said 25 years to wrestling, not 25 years to life.
To life, yeah. But doesn't it like in a lot of ways? Don't you view that like doesn't discredit the whole damn thing in a lot of ways?
Not really if it's voted on.
But then you got to question the voters.
Yeah.
It's all people that love Dave Meltzer right now, and that's why you're getting all his boys that are getting nominated.
No, I don't think it's people that love Dave Meltzer. I listen to Between the Sheets, and Bix and Chris Zellner both get a vote. They definitely do not love Dave Meltzer. They are very critical of his past wrestling observers that they get a lot of their information from and they use for the show. But they are wrestling historians, and like they're in tune with the wrestling history. So that's why they get a vote.
What if Jim Cornette still gets his vote?
I know Brian Last gets a vote. I don't know about Jim Cornette. But dude, Huracan Ramirez, the fucking guy that the Hurricanrana is named after, doesn't get in the fucking Hall of Fame ever? Like,
how many years have they been doing this?
Since 1996.
Bro, I don't know, man. I look at that.
Yeah, the
Fucking
Steiners aren't in.
who is it? Roy Welch isn't on there. The guy created Southern Wrestling. Like there's like a laundry list of names that wouldn't be in the business.
The Steiners aren't in.
Yeah.
The fucking Steiners.
Just said that. Nice.
I'm sorry. I'm going through the list. It's just annoying.
But like
I mean, Kevin
The
Sullivan's
Steiner
not
brother-
in. Goldberg's not in.
Ole Anderson.
Tully and Arn aren't in.
Yeah.
I mean, Tully and Arn only were a tag team for like a year, 2 years.
Then explain to me why the Hart Foundation, Brett and Jim aren't in.
I don't know, because people weren't buying tickets to see Brett and Jim if he was on the card with Hogan.
JYD not in.
I mean,
Boatloads of money.
Tony Schiavone not in. That's right.
yeah. Look, I'm not like super like in tune or in step with the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame. But I
Becky
think
Lynch isn't in.
I don't see Mantar's name on here.
Fucking A, dude. They did Mike Halleck dirty.
Is Savio Vega in? That's the question.
no, because no one ever paid money to see fucking Savio.
Yo, you're out of your
Bro.
fucking mind.
Bro, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans, are not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, but there's other people who maybe went before them.
El Dandy's not in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Who are you to besmirch the
I'm not. I'm stumping for him, bro.
Voldemort Jr.'s not in.
You couldn't tell me a fucking thing El Dandy did.
Wrestled Bret Hart.
Didn't he win the Lucha Battle Royal on Saturday night?
Of course he did. He's fucking El Dandy. I'll never doubt him.
Let's see what Al Dandy's fucking.
I'm sure it's just Dandy.
That bitch has got
yeah.
accolades.
I'm happy Paul Orndorff's going in.
Okay, well, let's give you this year's class. This is who went in: Roman Reigns, Shingo Takagi, Paul Orndorff, Johnny Rougeau.
Now, is that Jacques and Ramon's dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The Young Bucks.
Yeah, these guys don't like Meltzer.
What the fuck?
Los Hermanos Dinamita,
Those boys
Caras, Mascara Anno 2000, and Universo 2000. SEMA,
Wait, Los Hermanos
the
Dynamite?
Dynamite.
And they're in Dave Meltzer's Hall of Fame?
Johnny Saint, and manager Bobby Davis, who apparently is somebody Bobby Heenan patterned his whole career after.
Yeah, he was like one of the original managers, I believe.
Ted Turner didn't make it in this year.
What a miss.
You know who did, Tony? Sema.
Seymour. Last time I saw that fucker, they put him in a body bag on MLW. I think he's in the trunk of Fatu's car yet. Los Pollos Hermanos is getting in the Hall of Fame.
CM
Their
Punk.
manager Gus Fring.
CM Punk. No. Young Bucks. Yeah. Put him in.
I bet Sabisco's not in.
CM Punk might be in the Hall of Fame, actually.
No, he's not. He only got 52% of the votes this year.
Fucking run.
What a fucking horse shit. Fucking Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh,
Below Ted Turner, by the way. Ted Turner got 2 more votes than CM Punk.
He could get in next year. He's still on the ballot. Next year, we're going to add Masaki Machizuka, Bill Dundee, Gorilla Monsoon, Jesse Ventura, Io Shirai, Gilbert Leduc, Drew
Godfrey.
McIntyre, Steve Gray, Ted Boy,
Why am I not in this Hall of Fame?
Les Kellett,
Am I not a great comedian?
Los Infernales, FTR, and Mercedes.
Hey,
First
Dave,
ballot.
where the fuck are my votes, Dave?
Randy Orton? No. Young Bucks? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Fucking Brothers Dynamite.
How are Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse Ventura not in this Hall of Fame?
Wait, where are Los Hermanas de Colisione?
La Parca AAA is not in the Hall of Fame.
Well, Becky Lynch only got 25% of the votes. Bill Goldberg got 24. I
They
don't know.
shouldn't be getting any. They shouldn't be eligible yet.
Well, I don't fucking know, man. You're not upset about Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood only getting 22.5%.
They didn't
What
team
about
that
Reggie
long.
Parks only getting 13.6%.
I keep seeing the name Dave Brown, and I keep thinking D'Lo Brown. I'm like, how is it even on the fucking?
Because he's the real deal now.
No. Get D'Lo in the hall, please.
How are you not outraged that the Mongolian Stomper only got 10% of the
Listen,
vote?
I don't want to fucking talk over you guys, but there's a lot of fucking classics on there that are not being considered. Fucking June Byers, how is she not in the Hall of Fame?
The
Well, there's
Grand Wizard.
Morris Siegel, how is he not in the Hall of Fame?
Because there's only a certain amount of people that get a vote, 60% or more.
Well, fuck me running.
Wait a second. Is with no percentage next to it, does that mean they got no vote?
No, I think that was last year.
No, they weren't. He wasn't on the ballot. Like you're looking at Cody, like he wasn't on the ballot in 2023.
Yeah, 2022,
Ah,
they weren't on
No,
the
I was looking at Kevin fucking Sullivan.
Fucking Tiger Jeet Singh is not in the Hall of Fame.
Come on. He had one fucking good angle with Antonio.
Masquerita Sagrada's not in the Hall of Fame. Come on.
I don't even
Sputnik
like.
Monroe.
See, Matt and Jeff Hardy, you can argue that they belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Not the fucking Young Bucks. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't have a vote, so I can't answer. But clearly, there were enough people. 60% of the field voted for the Young Bucks to go in.
Bullet Bob Armstrong, not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Pompero Firpo, not in the Hall of Fame.
Who? Pompano Furfo?
Pampero Firpo.
Is that a clown?
Yes.
Furfo
Everybody
the clown.
loves a clown.
Furfo the clown?
Fell off.
Yeah, you don't know about Pompadour Fupa?
Fupa.
Texas wrestling legend.
These are people who, and a lot of these people that you're mentioning are on the ballot.
But
They're just not getting the 60%.
Yeah,
but
because they
being-
got to vote for the Young Bucks
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Los
but the-
Hermanos Diomitos.
These can't be the only wrestlers in the world that fit the criteria to even get on the ballot. How do they pick who's on the ballot?
That is not, I can't answer that.
I bet you Dave can't either.
No, Dave does because he says, well, if you get less than 10%, you're dropped off the ballot.
Oh, wait. So, okay, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Wait. So this doesn't. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Scratch that. But, like, I'm assuming, right? Like, if they're not already in, like, just for lack of a better, thinking of a better name, like Hulk Hogan's in, probably.
Yeah,
Right? Like, Ric Flair's
he was-
in.
full first ballots.
Yeah.
Abdullah, Paraguaya, Andre, Bert Ascarati,
Go to
Giant
disease.
Baba, Burnett, Red Berry, Dick, the Destroyer, Dick Bayer, Freddie Blassie, Blue Demon, Bockwinkel, Paul Bosch, Bobo Brazil, Jack Briscoe, Brody, Mildred Burke, El Connect, Negro Costas, Ricky Choshu. Cornette is in.
God damn.
The Crusher, DiBiase, Dick the Bruiser, Alfonso Dantes, the Dusek family, Dynamite Kid, the Fabulous Kangaroos, Jackie Fargo, Ric Flair, Fujinami, Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk, Gagne, Cavanaro, Galindo.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
but wait, you're reading all these off. These are all inducted in 1996. There was
Yes.
a ton of people that went in.
Because that was the first year he put 122 people in.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh God, he fucking starting off right.
Hogan's in there, Inoki.
So did he just put these people in like because he wanted them in?
I guess it's his fucking Hall of Fame. And then they started voting in 97.
Oh boy.
Let's see who's on your first. Let's see what your first class in 1997 is.
You know what? I kind of like these picks for 97, not gonna lie.
Is a diapered Kenny Omega in there?
No, Eduard Carpentier, El Hijo del Santo, Toshiaki Kawada, Jimmy Lennon, not really familiar, William Mordoon, Chicks Nagayo. Yeah, and that's it. Like okay, I'm okay with those actually. I don't know who else was up against them.
Oh, I don't know either, but like, yeah, this is a big deal. People really get into this. And what is it? So what did it say in this thing I sent you guys? So, U.S. and Canada modern 274. Oh, votes needed for induction into the Hall of Fame. U.S. and Canada modern 274. U.S. and Canada historical 243. Japan 169. Mexico 113. Rest of the world 127.
Hey, so Kevin, you'll be glad to know that Bobby Bax is in the Hall of Fame.
That's what I was actually just looking. I was looking for Bobby Bax and
2004.
Larry Legend.
I don't know if Larry would be in there. Let me fucking do a little search.
All of a sudden, it's a real Hall of Fame then.
No,
No,
the
it's-
only Larry in there is Larry Shreve, Abdul the Butcher.
God,
Sorry.
what this fucking guy. Double
Larry.
T, don't you fucking give me that look.
Larry's
And you fucking know Zabisco over the Young Bucks. Yes.
Larry's nobody ever paid $1 to see Larry Zabisco.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
They paid to see Bruno Sammartino beat the shit out of him, and nobody gave a shit about him when he was in WCW.
Yeah, but they paid to see Bruno kick the shit out of him because he was a shit kickable person.
That's right.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Let's see. Rock and Rollers are in. Brock is in.
Hey, speaking of rock and roll, Buck Zumoff wants to know if Greg Gagne's in there.
Vern, Greg, come on.
Fucking Rambo Greg Gagne,
Greg
Oh.
was in.
Hall of Famer. John Cena's in. John Cena's been in since 2012.
Pedro Morales is in. Jerry Jarrett, Jimmy Hart, the Fink,
Fucking Tanahasho's in.
Gato's in.
Collarbone's in.
Kenny Omega went in 2020.
Of course he did.
Jun Nakayama,
Oh, yeah.
Juniaki Yakayama.
Okada, Jim Crockett Jr., Don Owen, Mystico, Kota Ibushi, Naito, They got
Gato's
them all.
in there.
Los Villanos, all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
They got the group discount.
Mark Rocco's in. Big Tom Ishii is in. Sergeant Slaughter just went in 2023.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Same thing with Blue Panther. And the Briscoes, Jack and Jerry.
Yeah, but the Briscoes might be in there individually, right? Like that's them as a tag team.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Jack definitely is.
Yeah,
But, like,
I don't think Jerry gets in by himself. Bum.
The beauty pair just went in. What the fuck, Matt?